As a family, we usually try to sit down and have dinner together, you know, at the end of the day. And
whether it's 4 o'clock,
yeah,
9 o'clock, whether it's on the fly, we're
yeah,
always together.
we have 3 kids. Corwin's 20, Hale is 12, and Josie's 9. We had chickens in the chicken house, and we caught Corwin with a hatchet one day, and we're like, what were you doing? He goes, I was just giving him a warning. So, yeah, they better lay eggs early.
I think one of the greatest things about farming is and they know immediately when you need help. And one of the funniest things is if you walk in that door and you say the cows are out, you hear nothing but footsteps flying down the steps, and everybody comes to help because they know you need their help right now. So I think that's one of the greatest joys of when you see all the pieces come together, or when we work cattle together. Everybody has a job, and it all works. We get it done one way or the other.
They have a big playground. I mean, they have they have the world, you know, the biggest playground that most kids can have. There's always something for them to do. Sometime with a flood, you know, you throw the inner tube in the water and we'd be fixing fence, and the kids would be floating down the creek in a tube, you know. You make fun out of stuff like that. Like this week we were pretty busy every day, a lot of things going on, so I mean, you know, we'd take time to go do it, and I'd go bale hay from 8 till midnight, you know. You just make it happen, you know, so you can take time to do the family things.
My grandparents came here in 1952 from Boston. My grandfather very much wanted to be a rancher, and he heard this was the area to come.
I grew up in Galena, and my grandparents farmed here, but they came to town on Friday nights to get groceries. It's just what they did. And my bags were packed, and I was out here every weekend, every holiday, all summer.
I grew up with farming, and that was our life. And it's neat to see it keep going.
I was very close to my grandfather, so you know, that's what I always wanted to do. So, but I didn't have the opportunity until I was older. So, and married a farm girl. So
then we were able to gradually combine the farms. So your family have been here much longer.
1890s is when they were here, and then so then my grandparents farmed it, and then my uncles farmed it. They were going to sell the farm because my grandparents died, so her dad was able to buy it when they would put it up for sale. And then he farmed for a few years, and then decided he was going to retire, so then it was our turn to take over. So our hay is our main source of, you know, main crop that keeps the farm going. So
the bees are just sort of a fun family adventure. My oldest took a class when he was about 8, 9 years old with his uncle. I said, why don't you take a beekeeping class? And they came out of the first class and said, Mom, we're buying bees. And it's just it's just been something that they like to do.
They've been doing it about 12 years, and a lot of beekeepers, the average beekeeper, what, 3 years?
They last about 3 years before they just find the struggles and they give up. They're starting with 3 hives or something. Sometimes it's not a lot. So they're up to, this is a good year, they have about 40 hives right now. So.
And we let we have alfalfa that's planted over near the hive, so we kind of let that bloom out good.
You may work more hours in the long run, but on your schedule you can take a few minutes and play ball with the kids. You can take a minute and go to one of their activities. They can come with you. That's probably been one of my greatest joys, is that they can come with us. They can do things with us, and the experiences they get from, they learn about machinery, they learn about animals, livestock, they learn about just how life works.
My mom said Grandpa never bought anything he couldn't afford, so, you know. The 80s were hard on farms, you know, and that never, those people that went through that, don't forget it. I saw the 88 drought, you know, so it was, and this was a dry year. With the price swings right, you know, now is that to watch your budgets, because, you know, you don't want to get buried in debt and then, you know, have your costs have gone up. This year the costs have gone up a lot. You know, most people know that in every part of the industry. The inflation has been a big part of it. All of our family worked hard, and we that was this example set.
Work hard, do what's right, you know, the very basics.